excited. The Z's starting to look pretty decent. It's coming together. I'm fixing things as we go. I got the headlights sorted out, sanded, clear coat, and man, they look way better. They almost look new. There's still some flaws. They're not perfect. There's still some like hazing here on the inside of the lens, and there's some like light micro scratches that are basically like throughout the lens. So they weren't able to come out through sanding and clear coat. Doesn't matter, they look way, way better. I got the bumper fitting a little bit better. I started sorting out some of the interior bits, and while it's not perfect, it is significantly better than it was. The center console, as you can see, looks dramatically different. Actually wrapped the whole red piece here with some carbon fiber vinyl. It looks really good. I know some people are not gonna love it, but it looks way better than the red either way, regardless of if you think the carbon fiber vinyl is a little tacky or not. I think it looks pretty good in general. I was testing a whole bunch of paints on the interior trim here, and I painted this lower panel when I had the whole thing off. Gave everything a really good cleaning. So all these knobs are all fresh and clean. And then I was, like I said, I was testing some paint, and I decided to give the bumper coater I use on the front air vent a try, and it looks really good and seems to be like pretty durable. Like, I don't want to scratch it too hard because I'm sure it'll probably come off, but it looks way better than all this. And even down here, there's like a lot of scratches on this soft touch rubber, and I think that like did the trick. I think I'm going to go ahead and do like the rest of the interior center console with it. Same thing with this hood for the gauges. It's super scratched up. I think that this same black paint will work really good. Still need to do the same thing on these trims around the door handles. But I got rid of most of the red. It's only a partial success because, as you can see, I'm not very good at vinyl. I couldn't get it down in the hole. Over here, I've already painted this one black just to kind of test. I should have painted it black and then done the vinyl on top, so the hole would at least be black, or I should just stick with the black paint because that looks pretty good and seems to be holding up pretty nice. Doesn't scratch, so that's good. So I've had the Z for about 3 weeks now, and I'm absolutely loving it. I still am not 100% sure on what I'm going to do with the car. Still kind of on the fence if whether I'm going to keep it. Might end up selling it. I feel like I can make some money if I decide to flip it. But I'm really liking it, and I just can't see myself getting rid of it. I'm a Nissan fanboy, and I love Zs. I used to have an 03 track. So comes the point where I need to figure out what I'm going to be doing with this car. If I do decide to keep it, a manual swap is a must. Obviously, the automatic has to go, but the car has 152, almost 153,000 miles. The VQ feels healthy and strong, but it's not going to last forever. So of course, I'm thinking about engine swaps and trying to decide on what route I would like to go. Just keep an eye out if there's any good deals on potential motors. The VQ37 is basically a direct bolt-in. You know, there's going to be a lot of wiring to solve. Then there's, of course, the option of going with a V8. There's the LS. You can go with a VK56 out of a Titan, which would be really cool, or even a VH45 out of a Q45. But something about this car just feels like it needs to have a V6, and I'm kind of partially leaning to the VQ37. And I can hopefully get a motor set with the manual transmission included and do the full swap. And like I said, that motor makes about 50 more horsepower to the crank than the VQ35 that it currently has. So it would definitely make for a very quick car, and of course it has potential for more power and mods with that motor. Now, I don't want to promise anything because there's a big possibility that it might not happen. It's just an idea I'm kind of toying around with. So I was able to source some 3D files for the 350Z GT500 race car. And I have basically a 3D file that is an exportable format that will work for 3D printing for the entire body. I think it'd be possible to 3D print, finish out, and install those body panels and make this a full GT500 kit 350Z, and I think that'd be really cool. I've never seen anybody do it before outside of basically Nissan race teams. Nobody has that, so it'd be really cool. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but it's a possibility. It kind of depends on how well the channel's doing it, if I'm going to be honest. You know, I'm definitely going to need the funding to make it possible, but I think it'd be a really cool project and it'd be something that nobody else has really done. But without your guys' support, it's probably not going to happen, if I'm going to be honest. So that is going to be a wrap for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you guys